Okay, so let's talk about something. We hear about online scams all the time, right? But there's one that's been going on for years, literally right under our noses, in a place you'd never expect. And the crazy part is, almost nobody is talking about it. So, just imagine this for a second. Your phone screen cracks, or maybe the battery just gives up. You take it in for a repair. What's the absolute worst thing that could happen? You get overcharged a little bit, they use a cheap part. Well, you'd be wrong. The real danger here has nothing to do with your wallet. It's about you handing over a device that contains your entire life to a complete stranger. Because let's be honest, everything is on that phone. And that brings us right to the heart of the issue. The super common everyday problem of a broken phone hides a danger that is just massive. So let's be crystal clear on what we're talking about here. This isn't a scam where they charge you a few extra bucks. No, no. This is when a repair tech gets into your phone without your permission and just starts copying your personal data. And once they have it, they have total control. And here is the part that should really get your attention. This is not just happening in some sketchy back alley repair shop. It's been reported at official authorized service centers for some of the biggest companies in the world, like Google and Apple. So really, you can never be 100% sure who you're dealing with. All right, so now that you know what the scam is, let's really get into what's at stake. What exactly are they looking for when you hand over that broken phone? I mean, just stop and think about the sheer amount of stuff on your phone. They can go through years of your private photos and videos. They can open up your banking apps. They can see every single website you've ever visited, find your saved passwords, and read every text message you've ever sent or received. Every little thing. That's the kind of access we're talking about, 100%. They don't just take a quick peek. They can literally copy and paste your entire digital existence. And once they have that data, well, that's when the real nightmare starts. They can try to blackmail you or just leak all of it online for the entire world to see. You know, this isn't just some theoretical what-if scenario. This is real, and the consequences for people have been absolutely devastating. This quote, it comes from a recent case in Calcutta. A woman gave her phone in for a simple repair. Next thing she knows, her private photos and videos were leaked online. She was bombarded with thousands of harassing messages, she had to change her number, her family life was completely shattered, and even though she filed a complaint, the damage was already done. You can't undo that. And her story is just one of many, which begs the question, why don't we hear about this more often? Well, for one, there's a huge lack of awareness. Most people just don't know this is a thing. Second, victims are terrified of being publicly shamed. And third, tragically, a lot of the time, the victims themselves get blamed. So instead of speaking up, they just suffer in silence. Okay, that's the problem. It's heavy. It's serious. But, and this is important, you are not powerless. Let's talk about what you can actually do to build a shield around your digital life. You've basically got two main playbooks here. First up is something called repair mode. You can think of it like a guest mode for technicians. It's supposed to lock away your data while they work. It's quick, it's convenient, but here's the catch. It's not foolproof. Sometimes techs will just pressure you into turning it off, and it's not even available on every brand. Your second option? The good old-fashioned backup and reset. Yeah, it takes a little more effort, but it is 100% secure. So how does this super reliable method actually work? It's a really simple four-step process. First, you back up everything, your photos, contacts, all of it, to a computer or the cloud. Second, you do a full factory reset, which wipes the phone completely clean. Third, you send that empty, clean phone in for repair. And finally, when you get it back, you just restore all your data. It's one extra step, but it guarantees your privacy is protected. And all of this brings us to the most important takeaway of all. When it comes right down to it, protecting your digital life, well, that falls on you. Now, I know what you're probably thinking. What about the trickiest situation of all? What if the screen is so shattered the phone is just dead? You can't back it up, you can't reset it, and in that situation, you have to make a really tough call. If you have sensitive data on there that you absolutely can't risk getting out, it might actually be better to just lose the phone. There's just no foolproof way to protect that data if you can't access it first. Now, there is one thing you can do after you get your phone back. You can check your Google My Activity log. Now, this isn't a protective measure, it won't stop the theft, but it will show you a minute-by-minute log of what was accessed on your device while it was supposedly being repaired. At least that way you'll know what happened. Ultimately, it all comes down to this.
We can hope that brands create better security solutions, for sure, but we can't afford to wait for them. For right now, the responsibility is ours. Your privacy and your data are in your hands, and your hands only.
Please share this with everyone you care about, because just knowing this is a possibility is the first, most important step. And it leaves us all with one final thought to really consider. Your phone is in your hands every single day, but is your data?